What's happening, boys and girls? My name is Jeffrey Scott Mitchell. I know it's been a long time. Many of you have probably forgotten who I was or what my name is. And I'm being dramatic. Of course, that's impossible for you to do, considering the magnitude of my personality, but I digress. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks. I think it's been a couple weeks since I've actually made this walk. The last couple months or so have been exciting, exhilarating, stimulating, rewarding, spiritually, mentally, work-wise, family, holidays, food. It's been up and it's been down. And by down, I mean sickness and pain. I had tooth pain, severe. I was sick. Thought I had COVID. In fact, when the test came back negative, I was kind of disappointed. You probably can see all this stuff on my face. Look like I'm trying to grow a beard. I don't even know how. And I was thinking this morning too. I'm looking at the stuff on my face. It's all gray. I got gray hair. Didn't bother me a bit. Kind of looked at it and went, oh, think about it. I'm gonna be 60 years old. I'm old. I'm in the twilight. I probably got less than half my life left. I definitely have less than half my life left. And all that stuff. So when I look at this stuff on my face and it's all gray as a sign of aging, I don't see it that way. Even after being sick and indulgent and coughing up stuff that I had never seen before, and just coughing and chills, sweating and having chills, and food tasting funny, water tasting funny, that kind of sickness. And I had to work through most of it. I went to football games. I'm traveling back and forth across the country. Whatever I got, whatever I went through, I earned it and deserved it. I earned it and deserved it. I put in work. I was there. I was freaking there. I was there in New York City. I was there in DC. I was there in Maryland. New Haven, Connecticut, if you want to go back that far. It was up to the point where every other week I was flying to the East Coast or to Ohio. Literally every other week. And I maintained that for a good while working. Took a day off here and there. I think I still got about 28 hours, something like that, PTO left, vacation time left. For me, that's low. For me, that is extremely low. That's like water crisis, California water crisis low. But I'm gonna try to get back on it. I'm back out here walking. First time I've walked this path before work, probably a couple weeks. And I had no regrets either. I was sick, I was like, forget it. I was sleeping I would get off work at 8, seemed like I'd be in bed at 9:30, and I would sleep until like 11:15 the next day, or be in bed. And there's no walking, just get up, 11:15, take a shower, start working. Put the same clothes back on, just start working. And I would get my steps in during work, like during my 2 breaks and my lunch, which comes out to about 6,400 steps. And in the morning at time, like I'm doing my usual, I usually get about 9,400 steps. Go on top of that 6,000. So I usually do 15,000 steps on a work day. My eating was good at first because, of course, you get sick. You're not eating as much or eating as ravagingly, voraciously, whatever word. And then on top of all of that, flying, seeing people, front row, New York City, front row, DC, front row, Soul Funk Crab Fest, front row, Funketeers Ball, all of that. Just partying with people, just hanging out like 2 straight months. I had my ticket all set, go back to Ohio on the 25th, because my daughter was having a baby. And I had my ticket, and I had all that all set up. And I woke up, I was at my mother's house. I was gonna spend Thanksgiving that Wednesday. Thanksgiving, picked up the child from UCLA. Drove to my mother's. So we was gonna hang out there for Thanksgiving and watch movies, eat, blah, blah, blah. I was sick. I was so sick I had to cancel. Called my daughter, canceled the trip. Got all my money back too. That's the cool part. Got all my money back. And points. My money and my points I got back. Called my daughter, said, I can't do it. I can't. You like running? You know the way I've been going, the way I've been doing? You know, hotels, airports, rental cars, new cities, boom, boom, boom. Just rolling like that. Times Square, nation's capital, blah, blah. I canceled. I feel so much better. I just canceled. That weight was on my shoulder. I went right back to bed. I think I slept for another 5, 6, 7 hours after that. But my daughter's sending me pictures of granddaughter. And yes, that is what I will call granddaughter. Granddaughter will be called granddaughter. I am grandfather. I hope to be addressed as grandfather. Not a grandfather, not the grandfather, not my grandfather, but grandfather. We got granddaughter, we got grandfather, we got granddaughter, we got grandfather, and we got the child. I ain't want to be no pop, no grandpop, no grand blah blah, no papa, no nana, no whatever. I ain't want to be nothing like that. I like grandfather. Grandfather, yes, granddaughter. They say that's not my personality. I say it is. So we've been getting pictures of the child, and everybody says that their child is perfect and look good and all that. But some of y'all don't be telling the truth. Because sometimes it takes a couple days for a baby to get right. And sometimes babies is born with hair and features that look like they've developed or something, whatever the word is. Good looking child. My daughter's doing good. I was concerned about her being maternal and being into something or somebody more deeper than she is to herself and to her agenda. But then I remember every time I've seen a mother have a baby, instantly it just changes. Instantly, boom. It's like a click of a button, and that child becomes the number one thing in that person's eyes. I seen it with my ex-wife. I seen it with my sister. As soon as that child comes in, things change. And I think it's instinctive or whatever, but so I wasn't too worried about that. And, you know, we're getting pictures and communicate back and forth on chat. So we get updates and videos. It's almost like being there. Plus, it's like 33 degrees back there, people. Come on, get real. And let's face it, it don't do nothing. Yeah, I call it it. Until it does something, it's still a it. Until it does something, it is still a it. It can't do nothing. What can it do? Eat, pacify, and go to the bathroom. I guess technically that is something. But, you know, you can't play, gesture, barely can maintain eye contact. The thing can barely, not the thing, it can barely hold its head up. How much fun is that? But I did want it to be back there first, and then I got sick, and I started looking at that 33-degree weather, and I'm sick, and my mouth is hurting. So I'm at my mother's. I wake up the next day out there, and it was a Wednesday, because we left Tuesday night, Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I made a dental appointment to go to Western Dental out there, because I was going to affordable dental out here, but I was in so much pain. I was like, take the fucking tooth, just take it. Root canal. She was like, nope, because I don't see nothing wrong with it. I was like, whatever. And she said, all right. She gave me a antibiotic. This case was an infection. You know, I guess it was an infection. Started taking Motrin and Tylenol. A few days went away, and I still feel funny over there. And I almost feel like the side of my mouth is swollen still even, and all that, to be honest with you. But at least now I can drink water and get water back in that part of my mouth and not be in severe pain. There's still a little sensitivity back there, and I'm leery of it. There's still a lot of work got to be done. But I'm on the path and I'm out of pain. And the stuff I'm coughing up and spitting out is clear. At one time, that stuff was so brown. It's like a tannish brown and so thick. After I spit it out, I probably could have took a fork and picked it up. Picked it up with a fork, stuck it with a fork and picked it up. That stuff was so thick. So I probably definitely had infection or cold or something. I always thought it was allergies. Sometimes my allergies get bad. But I'm sitting there sweating and cold with chills. What the hell's that all about? But so that's where I've been. And you can see I'm trying to rock the beard. I don't know what to do with it. Let me take my hat off. Can y'all see how I look? How mountain man I look. I ain't shaved or cut my hair. I've been taking showers. You know, kinda. Yeah, I've been taking showers. I don't think I'll take them the last couple of days. And then Saturday, Pizza Hut, $45 delivery for a pizza and a chocolate chip cookie. Came to $45. It's a lot. It's something that I don't want to do often. I say that. And as I do, I remember seeing 2 pizza boxes in my kitchen right now from the last 2 times I've done it. I think it might have been last week. Sometimes I can't get out of bed. I just, you know, I'm in the bed. I'm like, I gotta eat. And I wait too late. There's nothing in there. All of a sudden you need to eat and you don't have time to prepare because you waited too long. You need to get something in your stomach. Yeah, that pizza delivered from Pizza Hut. I think I paid $45 for everything. But it gets there fast, like 25 minutes, and it's still warm and hot. And all I gotta do is get up, put on some sweatpants, walk out to the balcony, pick it up, and they telling me on my phone where you at. I'm just laying in bed. All I can do is put on some sweatpants, get up, get the pizza, and go to eating. Yeah, I got a price. The price is what I can afford versus the reward. The expense versus the reward, obviously. It's just basic economics. How much is $45 worth to me versus having to get in my car and I'm already sick, not feeling. And if I'm not physically, and if I wasn't physically sick, I'm still mentally off my game. Still not 100%. Like I'm out here walking now, I'm not 100% yet. It'll probably be a couple weeks before I get back to where I was. Because during that time period, I was Superman. I was on top of the world. My game was turned up and turned on. I'd have to go back and look through my events on jeffreytv.com to see what I've been doing while I look through my pictures, because I forget. But it was good. I had a good time. I remember setting it up. In fact, I'd be on one trip because I like to get to the gate early. So I'm sitting at the gate 2 hours early for one trip, making plans for the next one, scheduling stuff for the next one. Or I'm taking off for one, and it's time to check in for the next flight. Or something like that. I forget how it went. It was something like that. I might have been in the hotel or something. I forget. Because I was flying out the next day. You just fly in, boom, flying that morning. Find you someplace to crash into the hotel. Can let you in. Get into the hotel, get a couple hours sleep. Go to the show. After the show's over, get your ass back to the hotel. And in New York, what I did was from New York to DC on this last one, I deliberately planned it so that the next day I had a lot of time. The next day, checkout time wasn't until noon. And check-in time for the next hotel, I didn't even get a hotel, come to think about it. That's right. I didn't even get a hotel. In fact, I flew. I flew from New York to DC. Don't ask me why. I flew. I got up. I caught a lift to LaGuardia. I jumped on the airplane. It was delayed and late because of lightning, but I made it to DC. Got a rental car. Jumped on the freeway. Got to the venue. And it's weird because the doors are open at the venue. The doors are open at the venue, and here I am in the car in transit. That's a sin. That is a sin in the book of Jeffrey. I said, I ain't never doing this again. But it worked out. I got there, everybody was there. Oh, the people, oh my God, all the people. The people doing this trip, these last couple months. Oh my God. I don't want to start naming names. Y'all know who y'all is. Because I don't want to leave nobody off. But coming out there and seeing y'all hanging out, I mean, to be able to do it on the West Coast and fly to the East Coast and hang out with all y'all in the after parties and running around and group think and figuring out what we're gonna do this and do that. And then sitting in somebody's hotel room probably saying, you know what? I'm going to bed. This party's over. I'm going to bed. In fact, I didn't have a bed to go to. I had a car, nowhere to go. Might have been 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30. Might have been like 1 in the morning. My flight wasn't until 8:30. So I got time. And see, it comes down to, hey, why don't you just go ahead and crash here and drive to the airport? It's not the way I operate. It's just not the way I operate. Because, okay, so if I stay in somebody's room and crash, right? It's not like ain't gonna be no talking. It's gonna take time to mellow down and settle down. It's gonna be interaction and all that. And you'll never get to sleep. I can't sleep with somebody else in the room. I'd be distracted. So that's why I like being by myself. That's why I like being in a car by myself or the airport by myself. I'd rather sleep on the airport floor than a hotel room with somebody because of the distraction. Whether they had the TV on or just talking, it's just a distraction. And it's not a bad distraction. It's good. But if you're trying to mellow down and relax, which I love to do by myself, a lot. But if you're by yourself, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this beard. Or is it a beard yet? I don't even know what it is. I got nose hairs. I probably got ear hair. Probably need to cut my eyebrows. I need to floss. Hell, I don't need to floss. I need to get that dental pick. The metal one go in there. I need to shower, moisturize, cut my hair. I need some grooming. It might happen today, I don't know. I'm just happy to be out here getting these steps in. It's been a couple weeks. And during that couple weeks, I was watching my weight when I wasn't getting my steps in. And it made me think, hey, do you really need to be out here doing this? And I thought about it, and I do. Because I've said before, it's not just the calories burned, it's the mental and physical activity and the psychological effect it has getting out here and getting these steps and being in motion and being outside and seeing traffic and people and walking these streets, talking to y'all. So life has been very good. Life has been very, very good to me. I was back east in Ohio, saw the trees in fall. Hung out in Youngstown, my hometown, for a week. It was mild fall weather, so it was rainy, just a little bit cold and overcast. So it was a change of weather, which was very refreshing. Then I come out to California, sunny, 80 degrees, boring. I literally found the weather to be boring. It was comfortable, you know, I'm not gonna knock it. And I even said I might be taking it for granted, but it was boring. I'm like, oh, here we go with the sun again. 80 degrees, blah, 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 blah. So I had it all. Not at all, but I did some stuff at the shows. P-Funk was good. All the bands I've been seeing have been good. It's just been good. It's been very, very good. And I've been introspective. I've been keeping it to myself. Go back and look through my videos and my pictures, reliving the moments, proud of my accomplishment, proud of actually doing what I'm doing, because this is what I've been dreaming about, what I've dreamt about once growing up. Do exactly this. So I'm here, my grandparent, my daughter successfully delivered granddaughter, and I believe my son is due in May, his offspring, and it's a boy. So we'll go through this whole thing again in May. Well, not the whole thing, not like we did for that baby shower. I don't know if I know the ex, she might be probably trying to plan something, or something's probably gonna start gearing up, turn into something. But we'll see. Anyhow, they're tearing that up over there. Been a while since I've been down there. Anyhow, swinging on y'all. Ouch. 2 times. For me, or for the funk. And for every elementary particle and atom that has ever existed in this or in any universe that ever is, was, or will be. It's about the totality of it all, y'all. All of it. Let it all come down on you. Let it all come down on you. And if you're doing it right, and right being relative, subjective, if you're doing it right, meaning you're doing it the way you want, you're becoming the person you want to be, you define what that is, you define what it's not, you define the parameters, the guidelines, the accomplishments, the ups, the downs, everything. You define who you want to be, and you go out and you be that person. I think about that. I don't think there's anything deeper, better, higher, faster, stronger than a person, a human being, becoming who and what they want to be. Swing on y'all 2 times, and I'm out.